Well, I think the frost is over. This is Jamerica5288. Please like and subscribe. This is a garden update. Things are well. I don't think anything passed away except for some of the plants in the house, but they were little babies, so you can expect that. But the ones at the house, outside of the house, I just covered them with like $2-3 blankets. Buy little small blankets, lightweight blankets, and cover your seedlings over when it's cold. I mean, if it's extremely cold, I can't do nothing for you. But for these breeze spurts in the south, if you cover them with blankets, most of the time they'll survive unless it's extremely cold. Now, I have had times where my aloe and my wandering Jew just rotted because it was too cold. But for the most part, if we have these little snap freezes, use a blanket. So I'll show you what saved my crops this time, or what saved all of my horticulture endeavors this time. Just a second. Hello, this is Jamerica5288. You can see everything is covered up, and it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's still a little brisk out here. Our temperatures are supposed to change. Tonight's supposed to be about 53, and then in like a day or two we're in the 80s again. So I'm gonna trust the weatherman and take some of this stuff off. It did not touch anything. If you can get some cheap old blankets, I got these from Mexico. They were like $2-3, and they were worth it. I used every blanket I could find to save my plants. Everything, plastic bags, everything. It worked though. It worked. It worked very well. Take this off especially because this plastic is smothering them. Put them all in a pile. I might need them again tonight. Let's see about these little babies. Everything is fine. I don't have the money for horticulture plastic right now, so just doing the best I can. I even have wool blankets on these bad boys. Look at this. Look at this. Desperation, I tell you. Desperation. And they're all alive. They look the same way before I covered them. Let me see down here. Yep, everything is good. Let's get these. If the aloe didn't freeze, nothing else should be damaged. I took all the little seedlings inside. I just left the mature plants out here. I know I got a million blankets out here. I bought these blankets just for this. Just for a time like this. Because this has happened before. Happened every year. So everything is pretty. They can handle around 50, but anything, I didn't cover the, anything lower than 50, was going to hurt the plant. Tonight's supposed to be 53. The taro didn't get covered, but taro are tough. Even if they die back, as long as the root doesn't freeze, they're good to go. Look at my raggedy hose. Anyway, see, all the taro is good. They were never covered. And the brassicas, they're just fine. They can handle it. They went through the winter. These were outside the entire winter, and nothing happened. I'm going to cut off, and I'm going to come back over to the other blankets. And here we are. This is the butternut squash. One of them got exposed, but it still looks like it's good to go. I don't think it's going to be bad. Just need your water. It's getting stuck on the pomegranate. I told you that pomegranate will come back. Look at that. Pomegranates are tough, man. They are tough. Tough mamma jammas. They're just, some of the leaves are just bent over because the blanket was on them. But these things are just fine. They're a little bit scraggly. I'll go and give them some horticulture molasses tomorrow. Let's see here. These are the pumpkins. My pumpkin patch. Pumpkin patch looks better. Looks better than the butternut squash. Weird. One thing, and this one was planted after the butternut squash. So, yeah, the pumpkin patch is doing well. Weird. I should have known that we were going to have freeze because my figs didn't come up. Well, one of them did. 1 or 2 of them, but the rest of them are still asleep. Hopefully. Hopefully they're asleep and not dead. Picking up all these blankets and putting it in there. The onions are just fine. they're still coming up. As long as the bulb doesn't freeze on the underground plants, they're fine. Need to come over here and these bush beans need to be watered. My dog is probably barking at a cat. They're fine. So I'm gonna take you over to the grapes and the raspberries, and not the raspberry, yeah, the raspberries and the blueberries, and see what happened with them. One of the raspberry bushes is still alive, but the other one, it's gone. It's gone, I think. Yeah, I don't see any signs of life. I'm just happy I have one. Guess I'll plant another one to find some more seeds. And my bananas, my banana bush, they came back up. I was kind of worried about them, but they're right here. I did this so he won't run it over with the lawnmower. They're not doing well though. They look like they're a little shocked, but they're here. There was 2 of them, but the other one I guess died. There's 2 pups that's coming up right now. When it hits the 80s, hopefully it comes back up. I'll get some more horticulture molasses for that one too. Be right back when we get over. So let's look like the blueberries and the grapes. Oh, my crepe myrtles are coming back. They're so pretty. All right, that is the blueberry, and it doesn't look like it lost any leaves. It doesn't look like anything froze. Let's look at the other one. Yeah, I knew the grapes would be fine. I have grapes in another location that have never fruited, but they're not in a sunny location, so I'll show them to you, but I just planted them in the wrong place, and they've been there for like 10 years, and they look just like these, maybe a little bit bigger. Get closer to this one so you can see it. So they're fine. So let's look at the what is this? This is a improved Myers lemon, and it's coming back from the bottom. I'll eventually chop this off, but I need to make sure that we don't mow over it, so we'll leave it like this for a while. That's why they're there as markers. This one's coming back, and this one is, let's see, I don't know. It's an improved Myers lemon also. So there it is right there, just fine. I had to take this peach tree out, it's gone. Here's another improved Myers lemon. All right, there's the tag. I leave the tags on them because I forget. And the 2 that I planted first, which is this one and that one over there, they're the ones who suffered the most. I don't see anything down here, but I still have hope. The small one is the strongest one. Look at that. He's come back with a vengeance. These 2, we don't see anything. Might have got me. I might have lost them. We'll see. Oh, and then my loquat is starting over. There it is right there. And these things are not cheap. They were like, what, $25 for this plant? And I paid the full price for this one, so I'm kind of upset about that. Let's go over to the other side. By the way, the peach tree did not lose that many petals. They're just as pretty as it was before the freeze, and our temperature is going to go back up, so look at that, full of blossoms. Take you over to the other side just a second, and here we are on the other side. That's a white grape on the white grape side. The other side was the red grape side. Pomegranates, I told you they're tough. They'll be fine. There's another pomegranate. Here's the other grapevine. Pomegranate, 2 grapevines. Pomegranate, pomegranate. And let's flip on over. Don't mind my dog's boo-boo. They go in here and they use the bathroom on this side, apparently. There's the blackberries. They're fine. Blackberries are troopers. They can make it through almost anything. Look at that. There's a flower on that one. Blackberries will move. They're vines, and they will move locations. All they need is a little bit of space, and they're good to go. So this side is good. All of the brassicas and everything around here is just alive. No problems. Everything is waking up. I'm so happy it's going to be warm because I'm tired of having those plants in the house. And I'm going to get these taro in the ground as soon as possible. I need to clean this place up. I have room for it. I'm just afraid that they're going to take over because they just sprout out like banana bush and make bigger, more and more. They get wider and wider, kind of like bamboo. Bamboo is not something you want to plant if you have neighbors because bamboo and foxtail, they take over your yard. But callaloo is no different. Callaloo, you'll have a callaloo field if you have fertile soil, and I do. So let's go inside. There's another blackberry that I did from a runner. I put the little gate around here so that he would know not to mow over it because I don't think he saw it initially. And it was getting smaller and smaller, but it's back again. I think its partner died. The one, see that little fence there? There used to be something there. I don't see anything except a twig. Here's another one. And this one is big, man. Good deal. I'm gonna take you over to the pecan trees. There's something weird going on with them. I'll just tell you. So we have 3 pecan trees out here, and 2 of them are not showing anything, but I know they're alive. I could tell by the way the bark looks. But there's nothing here. But the one back here with the slow watering bucket, it's flowering out. This one is on the south end of the property, but it shouldn't be that different back here. There you go. That pecan took. And this is the one I pay the least attention to. There's another one over here. And I don't see any activity on this one either. But you feel it. I can tell by the way it flexes that it's still alive. I don't have to scrape it or anything. And this one, this is a lime tree. It still has its flowers on it. These things are tough. Plants are tough. You never know which one is going to survive. The other one, I think this one is gone. Let me look down here. We'll just cut it down if it is. I don't see anything. Maybe some sprouts will come up later. This one has 1 branch, so this one is still alive. And there's one on the other side. I planted 6. And they've been out here for years. I can't believe that they would go kaput on me this quickly. You know, because this freeze is not as bad as some of the other ones. Yeah, this one is alive. And that one don't look like anything's going on. This is what keeps dying on me. Olive trees. I don't even know why I buy them. You see it? Olive. That thing died almost as soon as I put it in there. We have clay soil out here, so I guess it doesn't like it out here. Anyway, everything's waking up. It's gonna be real pretty in a minute. I love crepe myrtles. I planted these and some of them are huge. Look at that. I planted those from saplings. Crepe myrtles are like weeds. If you put them in the ground, they are going to survive. You don't have to water them or anything. As a matter of fact, if we have a drought, they'll dry out and look like they're dead, and then you'll see a little sprig coming out the ground, and eventually you'll have a bush like this. Crepe myrtles are not trees, by the way. They're bushes. People prune them into trees, but they're actually supposed to grow like this. So let's go back in the house and we'll wrap this thing up. Well, that wraps it up. This is Jamerica 5288. Please like and subscribe. I will wait. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you take care of yourself so that you can take care of each other. This is life, you know. You can't always plan things out. You can't always have things like you expect it to be, because I expected that winter was over and we were in spring. We're actually in spring, I think, today. But the temperature will be up to 80 degrees in a day or so here in Texas. So hopefully, God willing, it's over and I can take all of these babies back outside, because it is crowded in here and I don't like it. So you all take care. Bye.